James, everybody. I'd like to thank all the friends and family and people who clearly had nothing better to do tonight coming out. Really appreciate your support. So, been having lots of sex recently, which is a change for me. That hasn't always been the case. I'm thinking about high school here and probably most of college and whatnot. But my wife and I, we're trying to have a kid, which, thank you. Which, looking at the crowd tonight, is probably a different experience than most of your parents had. Yeah, we realized last month we had sex 9 days in a row. 9. That's a lot. After about day 5, it becomes more of a chore than anything else. Wife's like, you want to come upstairs and get this over with? And it's like, gotta clean the bathroom first. Maybe take the trash out. I don't know. Maybe in a little while. But it gets hard having that much sex. You gotta kind of keep it creative, which is hard during the week because you gotta go to work and whatnot. So you gotta do it in the morning. You go to work, you're all tired. You gotta come home, cook dinner, you got a food baby going on, whatnot. So you want to get it done in the morning, it's hard to keep it creative. We've tried a few things. We've tried porn. Porn in the morning, I'm not so sure about that. That's like, all day is too long to go with those feelings of guilt and shame inside of you. It's hard to show up at work too. Everyone's like, oh, good morning, James. You're like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Tried lingerie. That's totally unfair too, because my wife looks good in lingerie and I do not. So it's like okay for me. It doesn't work for her as well. Because I'm a hairy man. I'm pretty hairy, which is good in Maine because it's like a natural base layer and that comes in handy. But it sucks in general because women, y'all are attracted there's a woman who's attracted to pretty much anything in life. Except for a hairy back. That's the one thing. There are women who find serial killers attractive. Who are like, hairy backs are gross. I'm really hairy. When I go to the beach and take my shirt off, people believe a little bit more in evolution. They're like, I can see it. People talk about sexuality being a choice. They talk about gay people. They're like, oh, is it a choice? Is it something natural? I think they're looking at the wrong people. I think they should be looking at straight women. I think the fact that my wife finds me attractive is proof that sexuality is not a choice. It's pretty clear that it's genetic. We went to New York City recently. That was fun. I like going through the New York City airport. I like the fact that you can always tell when you get to the Portland gate. You're walking through the New York airport and people are well-dressed, diverse, attractive, successful looking, and then you get to the Portland gate, basically looks like this right here. We stayed at an Airbnb, which is good, because we had to get still had to do the business. That you travel, you still got to do that stuff. And an Airbnb more or less counts like a B&B. It's more or less the same thing. And B&Bs are a little gross. I thought I was like, when I retire, I'll run a B&B. I did a little research, and it turns out that running a B&B is like a step above cleaning porn sets. One of the main skills is learning how to get stains out of quilts. But we did get a noise complaint. There's no joke there. I just wanted to brag a little bit. Actually, they probably just heard me breathe. I was probably on top and they just heard me breathing hard. It's like, No, it is true. I am out of shape, which does not help when you're trying to, when you're trying to have that much sex, because it really works your core. It really works your core, which is also awkward with your coworkers when you come into work and you're a little sore, and they're like, "Oh, have you been working out?" It's like, yes, working out. That's why I'm sore. But and I'll tell you what's not sexy is when you have to worry whether or not you're going to finish first or cramp up first. Kind of breaks your concentration. The good side is my wife can't really tell the difference between the two. You cramp up, it's like. And either way, I'm done. I'm James, that's my